with all the hype around Deltarune recently, with Chapter 3 and 4 releasing, I wanted to go back and actually finish my playthrough of Undertale. Now, Undertale came out I think over a decade ago, literally in 2015, and I remember watching the playthroughs. I remember I played it myself a couple times, but I never actually finished the game, any of the endings. I never finished it. My most recent playthrough was in high school. I think must have been my junior or senior year on my laptop, and I played through the game. I got to the Muffet fight in Hotlands, and I just never played it again. I either got super like I'd have to do schoolwork, I would just forget about it, or whatever. I just never ended up finishing the game. But I wanted to play Deltarune on stream, and I was like, well, you know what? First, let me actually finish the first game. Let me finish the first one. So I ended up replaying it all on stream. I have all the footage. I'm gonna make YouTube videos about it. But I actually put one out today, of the first area. But I was still familiar with everything. I knew how the game works. I know all the secrets. I know all the fights and whatever. I know what the game is. It's been 10 years. I know what happens, right? It's just I never had done it myself. I never beat the game myself. So I get to the Muffet fight, do it how I do the spider donut thing to skip the fight, and everything past that was all new territory. I get to the Mettaton fight, I die first time. I redo it, beat the fight. Then I do all the alpha stuff. And as I'm playing the ending, the you fight Asgore and then you fight Omega Flowey, and then it resets to right before the Asgore fight. And you're supposed to go back, and then you do all the Alphys date, and then you do the True Lab, and then you finally go fight the real final boss. Which I do the passive ascending. I don't. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at the game itself, so I didn't want to do the genocide route. Not only because I don't like killing in that specific game, but I'm also bad at it, and I didn't want to do the Undyne fight or the Stance fight. But as I'm playing through it, it's genuinely it brought me to tears. It brought me to tears, which I thought wouldn't have happened. Because like I said, I knew what happens. I know the ending. I know how it plays out. I know how everything works. But it really is one of those things where it's such a different experience watching someone else play it versus you doing it yourself. And I'll tell you, when I was on stream, this is like the first time I streamed and got so many viewers, especially on TikTok. I had a bunch of people on my TikTok viewing me play this, and they were all cheering me on, like telling me how to do all the secret stuff, and um, just telling me like, "Oh my God, this is peak! Like this is a peak stream! Like I love watching people play Undertale for the first time," and it was genuinely such a eye-opening experience. Because again, I had never like I knew what happens. I knew how the game ends. I know all the endings. I know all the secrets. I was really into the fandom when it came out. I just never had played it myself. Same thing with a lot of other games. I get really into the fandoms. I get really into like all the secrets and the story and the lore and the aspects. I just never actually played them. Say like Five Nights at Freddy's. Haven't played any of the games. I've never. I've no, that's a lie. I played the first two. I think I stopped at night 3 on FNAF 1 and night 2 on FNAF 2 because I got too scared and I turned the game off. Again, I was like 9 or 10 when those games came out, but still. But beating the game for the first time, like actually sitting at my computer and doing it myself, it was such a unique experience that I wish a lot of people could experience themselves. Actually completing something yourself instead of just watching someone else do it, it's so much more rewarding. Reading the dialogue, experience like being in the driver's seat is so it's so powerful, especially with a game like Undertale, which has such a powerful message to begin with. Um, it's genuinely just eye-opening. You know, I I think I cried like twice during the final fight. Um, I was literally I sat there like no way I'm gonna start crying here, and then I'm reading the dialogue and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, it's perfect. The game is just perfect. This game it's perfect. It's too perfect. It's too wonderful, you know? And I wish I wish I could give that experience to more people, you know? There's something to say about how the internet evolved through YouTube and how you don't necessarily need to play games yourself or to be immersed within the like community around that game. You really only need to just watch someone else play it. And I guess you can have that experience like beforehand. Maybe like you watch like you just watch your older brother play a game on the Xbox, and then you kind of gain interest in it and whatever. But I mean, the way it was just commodified to where you just look up Undertale, click Markiplier, watch him play through Undertale. Like that's just such a more streamlined kind of deal to where you don't like you don't need to experience it yourself. You just need to watch someone do it, you know. Same thing with like secrets, like Easter egg videos. You don't need to find them yourself. You can just watch someone do it, you know. I had someone on stream. I beat the game, final boss defeated, Azure Dreamer down, and everyone is like, "Oh my god, wait, go to the first room of the entire game. Like walk all the way fucking back." I knew what the secret was. Just you talk to Azrael again. And there's like a little dialogue exchange. And as I'm walking back, I'm talking with my chat about all the secrets and all the cool things and how they kept pressuring me to do the genocide route, and I kept telling them no. Until finally, I get back to that first room. I do the dialogue, and it was not what I expected. It's actually a lot longer of a dialogue exchange between Azrael and the player. And as I'm sitting there reading it, I'm like, oh my god, this is this is what this is it. This is the whole reason I did this. This is the whole reason I decided to actually play the game myself and finish it because this is it's so personal to a degree, you know? It's so like just it's so good. I don't have words. I really don't. If you haven't played Undertale, it's like $10. You should. I dropped my phone. You should go play it. It's so good. It's like maybe 8 hours for the true pacifist run if you kind of suck at the game like I do and you die a couple times. But it is genuinely such a blast to play through. It's so good. But the message I'm trying to get through today is to actually accomplish things yourself. You know, not to view something from the lens of someone else and say, this is okay. I understand what's going on. I can enjoy this. That the middleman really takes away a lot of the gravitas of what you're trying to enjoy. Yes, it is entertaining to watch someone else's reaction, which I saw a lot. There were like fucking 3,000 people watching me on TikTok. Not all at once, but you know, I had 3,000 viewers. I was like, holy shit, it's a lot. But to actually experience it yourself, to actually view, like, to actually be in the soccer stadium instead of just watching the game at home, it's such a different experience. It really is. And I recommend to you to actually put yourself in the driver's seat for once and to really experience something that you truly enjoy because it it is a whole new level of immersion in that aspect. Thank you.